All right, so we got one more topic to cover. This one's going to be also a bit short, but that's okay. I'm stoked to talk about this because it's neat. It's just neat. That's all, and I like dogs. Stone Age child may have been buried with a wolf. Mm-hmm. Considering Finland's highly acidic soil, archaeologists were surprised to find animal fur and feathers buried alongside a child from the Stone Age. This is just an artist's impression of what the child may have looked like. Researchers think a dog or a wolf was buried alongside the deceased. A Stone Age burial in Finland holds the remains of a child, as well as an assortment of grave goods, bird feathers, canine hairs, and plant fibers, giving archaeologists insight into burial practices of that time period. First discovered in 1991 in Majunso, an archaeological site near the town of Outokumpu in Finland, the grave contains the teeth of a child who, based on a dental analysis, died between the ages of 3 and 10. Archaeologists from the Finland Heritage Agency, a cultural and research institute in Helsinki, determined it was the grave site based on red ochre, which was very popularly used in burial rituals for a lot of Paleozoic, not Paleozoic. There were no Paleozoic cultures, for Paleolithic cultures. Where was I? Red ochre, an iron-rich soil commonly associated with burial sites in rock art that has stained a gravel roadway. The agency excavation team examined the site in 2018 and determined that it was at risk of destruction, according to the statement. Based on the trapezoidal shape of 2 arrowheads made of quartz, the archaeologists determined that the grave dates of the Mesolithic period or Middle Stone Age, roughly 8,000 years ago. So I said Paleolithic earlier. I guess it's Mesolithic. My bad. Roughly 8,000 years ago. After analyzing soil samples, the researchers discovered barbules from the feathers of a waterfowl that could have been used to create a bed of down feathers for the child. That was also found in a single falcon feather fragment. So the falcon feather may have been fletching that helped guide an arrow, or perhaps a decoration on a garment that the researchers said. So we have down feathers, and we have a falcon feather in the grave. All right. At the base of the burial lay 24 fragments of mammalian hair. While many of the hairs were badly degraded, the researchers determined that 3 came from a canine, possibly a wolf or a dog, that may have been laid at the feet of the child as part of the burial. It's also possible that the canid hair came from clothing such as footwear crafted from dog skin or wolf skin worn by the child, the team noted. Dogs entered with the deceased have been found in, for example, Skateholm, a famous burial site in southern Sweden dating from back some 7,000 years. Christina Mannerama, a researcher and associate professor in the Department of Cultures at the University of Helsinki, said in a statement, the discovery in Majunso is sensational. Even though there is nothing but hair left of the animal or animals, not even teeth, We don't even know whether it's a dog or a wolf. The ochre stain on the road was what initially tipped off archaeologists about the possible burial site. So this was like across the road, and they found the red ochre, which said, "Hey, ochre," which said, "Hey, there's maybe somebody buried here." And they dug into it, and behold, we find this. So this is a fantastic find. It was 1991, I guess. So that's interesting as well. That we're still finding new information about this as we move along. In addition, archaeologists unearthed plant fibers, possibly from willow or nettle, that might have been used in making clothing or fishing nets. Because soil in the area of Finland is highly acidic, the archaeologists were surprised at how well some of the organic remains have lasted over the centuries. The work is really slow, and it really made my heart jump when I found minuscule fragments of past garments and grave furnishings, especially in Finland, where all unburnt bones tend to decompose. A study led, I'm ready for bed. Study lead author Tuija Kirkinen. I'm having fun with these Swedish names. A postdoctoral researcher in the Department of Culture at the University of Helsinki told CNN, "This all gives us a very valuable insight about burial habits of this in the Stone Age, indicating how people had prepared the child for the journey after death." Findings were published September 27th in the journal PLOS 1. This might be one fun for you to look into, Peter, if you're still out there listening. This could be of interest to you. It's new archaeological research. I know that's your bread and butter. I know you like more into the early hominids, but either way, welcome back, secular pagan mom. I'm just actually wrapping up, but I'm glad that we were able to get through everything because I left no stone unturned.